Here's a video for the new BLON. It's the, I believe it's the Z200 is the name. It is, as you can see, purple painted with a gold etching on it that's kind of like the Moondrop Starfield, and ironically it's even got an image of a moon on it, if my eyes are not deceiving me. So there's that. It's quite similar. Warning, I'm not going to jump on this set, but I want to say that this looks like removable cable, and I didn't know if it was MMCX or 2-pin, so I went ahead and yanked on it. Let me demonstrate that for you right now. What'll happen if you do that, you'll just yank it out and then you pull the wires away. So don't, if you already ordered this, do not pull on the wires, because this is a non-removable cable set, even though it looked like it to me. So I made that mistake, and let me share that with you so that others don't follow behind me and do that. So if you know anybody that bought this set, make sure that you tell them that, because it's a little bit confusing. Looks like it's removable. It's actually, in fact, not. Let's talk about the tuning real quick. It is, the green is this set, and then the yellow is the original 03. So they've basically given this more bass, and they've also given it more treble. So they've increased the V. Why did they do that? I was not involved with the tuning of this set, so I couldn't say. As it relates to my library, stuff in the low end, like Big Boy Kill Jill, sounds powerful and energetic. It doesn't sound like a bad driver. People that are in the hobby and know that BLON actually supplies drivers to a lot of companies, and they make a meat of their money right there, not from doing noodle-shaped IEMs and other stuff like that. That's just like a, almost like a hobby to do this stuff. That's not where the profit for them is. So the quality of the driver sounds pretty decent, but it's very much tuned up. So the low end on Big Boy Kill Jill, the bass and the drums on Sweet Leaf sound okay, but there's too much mid bass in that for me. If you get more into rock tracks, it starts to get more and more where the low frequency will start to get in the way of vocals. So this would be a set that would be more aimed for hip hop, reggae, trip hop and stuff like that. I don't know if it's something that I would recommend for library or classical or anything like that. You would already know that a V-shaped set, particularly a very strong V, would probably be not exactly what you're looking for. I won't get into this set much further except to say watch out for that, and also to tell BLON, $20 a couple of years ago was a big deal, and automatically some profit. A few hundred to a few thousand would sell. The game has changed really fast right now. When this was being produced and the idea of it, in the interim, the Zero came along. I have a personal set that's coming along that's designed for low end without too much mid bass, but smooth, and so there's a lot of stuff that's starting to come. And removable cables. The Chew is already outdated because it has a non-removable cable. So that's how fast this is moving. So the time you took to come up with this idea and then execute, put it to market, is you've already been lapped in the game. It's already passed you by. So there's that. Also, I have to tell everybody that's watching this, for full disclosure, and you can decide for yourself, I actually was in stage 3 or 4 of a collaboration with BLON, and it would be this red set, and it was very much the same bass as the 03, as you can see there, but a little bit less in the mid bass. The driver was an improved quality, so that woolly sound that the 03 gave you sometimes would go away. I put my typical little cut in it. We got to the third exchange of samples, which is pretty far along, and then it just kind of fell apart. And I'm not mad, because I got a lot of other collaborations, but I want you to know about that. So if anybody says, oh, he's mad because he was going to do a collab, I'm busy. There's other collabs coming. I've just released a couple of them. There's no bad feelings. I don't know what happened, but I have no bad feelings whatsoever. Watch out for the cable, please, and be aware that this is something most appropriate for hip-hop, trip-hop, EDM. It's not really designed for anything else. The graph will tell you enough. I'll note that the driver sounds of decent quality. It just seems like it was tuned. I guess that's the market they're going for. I don't know. That's the BLON. I believe it's the Z200, which is an interesting name. I don't know what is going on, and I can't wreck it, obviously, with the stuff that's coming out. But hopefully it's a learning experience. But as I said, if you didn't know, they make a massive amount of their profit as a company from supplying other people, not from this stuff. So they don't live or die because of this at all, even slightly. It's almost like a very, very tuned up with great facilities, bunch of DIYers even getting into this. They don't even need to. So don't pull on that cable. And I'm out.